All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're looking at something pretty heavy.
Very heavy. We've got a document here, General Combat Leadership 111.
And don't let that dry title fool you. This is essentially the playbook for what happens when the absolute worst-case scenario unfolds and a Marine is captured.
It is. It's the ethical and legal framework for when your physical armor fails. This is your moral armor.
And this wasn't just invented in a vacuum. It came from a real crisis, right?
Sure, exactly. This code of conduct was put in place by President Eisenhower back in 1955.
Right after the Korean War, yeah.
Yeah, right after Korea. The military found that, well, the actions of U.S. prisoners were inconsistent. They needed a single, unified standard for everyone.
And it's been updated since then. I see a note about President Carter and then Reagan to make the language gender neutral.
That's right. But the core, the 6 articles, they've remained the heart of it.
So let's get into those. The first 2 are really about the fighting spirit.
They are. I am an American, prepared to give my life. But Article 2 is where the rubber really meets the road. It says you will never surrender of your own free will.
And if you're in command, you can't surrender your people.
Not while they can still resist. It's an absolute.
Okay, so say you are captured. That brings us to Article 3, resistance.
Right. And the key here is that you have to keep resisting. You try to escape, and you accept no parole or special favors.
Let's talk about parole for a second. It's not like in the movies.
No, it's a very specific military term. It's a promise to your captors that you won't fight again if they give you special treatment or release you. And that is completely forbidden.
No deals. Got it. So Article 4.
Unity. Keeping faith with the other prisoners. The chain of command does not dissolve.
So the senior ranking person takes over.
Yep. Doesn't matter if they're Army, Navy, or even an allied soldier. If they're senior, you obey their lawful orders.
Okay, then we get to the big one, Article 5, the one everyone thinks they know.
The big 4. Name, rank, service number, and date of birth.
That's it.
That is all you are required to give. And the document is clear. You evade all other questions to the utmost of your ability.
And to be clear, service number today would be like your Social Security number.
Exactly. And the last one, Article 6, is sort of the spiritual anchor.
I will trust in my God and in the United States of America.
It's what's meant to keep you grounded, to keep you from breaking.
So that's the code of conduct. But then the source material just completely shifts gears into, well, international law, the rights of a POW. And this part is surprisingly bureaucratic.
It's wild, isn't it? Under the Geneva Conventions, your life as a POW is strangely structured. You have a right to sanitary housing that's as good as the guards' quarters.
And the list of things you get to keep is so specific. Clothing, utensils, and your metal helmet and gas mask.
Yeah, personal protective gear. You lose weapons, of course. But get this, if they take your money, they have to give you an itemized receipt.
You're kidding. A receipt.
Signed by an officer. It's all codified.
Wow. Okay, what about things for, your mind, your sanity?
Also covered, you have the right to practice your religion. The right to get mail. A minimum of 2 letters and 4 cards a month.
A minimum.
And you can receive packages. The list includes books, sports gear, and even musical instruments.
So you could literally start a band in the POW camp.
Theoretically, yes. You even have political rights. Prisoners secretly elect a representative to speak for them to the camp authorities or the Red Cross.
It sounds almost civilized.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing there were responsibilities too.
Oh, for sure. You can be required to do paid labor as long as it isn't military-related or dangerous, and you still have to maintain military discipline, saluting their officers, for instance.
So we have this huge disconnect here.
It's a massive paradox, isn't it? On one hand, the code of conduct is telling you to resist, to fight, to never give an inch.
And on the other, you have international law setting up this system with elections and pay stubs and mail call.
Exactly. Which brings us to the final thought I want to leave you with. Article 3 says, accept no special favors, but the Geneva Convention guarantees you rights like tobacco or maybe a guitar. So if a guard offers you a cigarette, is that just humane treatment under the law? Or is it a special favor designed to soften you up?
That is a blurry, blurry line, and one I hope none of us ever had to figure out. Thanks for listening to this deep dive. Stay curious.